Good day, you beautiful people. Today we're all about the Samsung S26 series. Samsung just launched a bunch of flagship smartphones. They just unveiled the Samsung S26 Ultra, the Samsung S26 Plus, and the Samsung S26. But it doesn't end with just those three phones. They also unveiled the new Galaxy Buds 4 series. I was able to check out these new devices, so in this video we're going to be talking mostly about the Samsung S26 Ultra. Plus, I'm going to show you some of the AI demos that I got to check out. But it doesn't end there. We're also going to take a quick look at the Samsung S26 and the S26 Plus and those new buds. Okay, so the new S26 Ultra. Let's backtrack a little bit. Last year, when the S25 Ultra launched, I commented, first off, the S25 Ultra is looking more and more like the S25 and the S25 Plus. This year, the transformation is complete with a unified look for all three phones, the base version, the Plus version, and the Ultra. All three phones now look almost identical with the same color options, except the S26 Ultra is bigger, it has more cameras, and of course, it still has that S Pen for your scribbling needs, except you still can't S Pen selfie anymore. Just like the S25 Ultra last year, we don't get remote Bluetooth capabilities on this year's S Pen, which I'm still sad about. I really like doing remote S Pen selfies. Nevertheless, this is the slimmest and lightest Ultra device ever, and we're moving back to Armor Aluminum, although the Armor Aluminum used on the S26 Ultra this year is a stronger version of the Armor Aluminum they used last time on the S24 Ultra. Up front, that's Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2, so yes, this should be a more durable phone. We also get the color of my dreams. There's finally a pink Ultra this year. Well, at least there's an option for it. The S26 Ultra comes in cobalt violet, sky blue, black, white, with a pink or silver shadow options as online exclusives. A very interesting feature from this year is the privacy screen. By controlling the screen on a pixel level, the screen will look almost blacked out when you're not looking directly at it, which means those snoops beside you trying to take a look at what you're doing on your phone, they won't be able to see anything. What's cool about this feature is that you can control it to work only on specific parts of your screen. For example, you can turn it on to work only on notifications. As you can see here, once I tilt the phone, it's just that notif that blacks out. Or you can use it just for specific apps, like for example, your banking app or your messaging app. Yeah, the choice is yours depending on what apps you have secrets in. The S26 Ultra is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. It reps a redesigned vapor changer which should dissipate more heat, and you have the option for 12 or 16 gig RAM and the choice between 256 gig, 512 gig, or a 1TB variant. There's also super fast charging 3.0 or 60-watt charging on the S26 Ultra. Samsung claims that's 0 to 75% in 30 minutes, and it's powered by a 5000 mAh battery, which, if I'm honest, that battery capacity is where I would have loved to see an upgrade on this phone. In terms of camera, that's a 50 megapixel wide, a 200 megapixel main camera with 2x optical quality zoom. There's a 10 megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom, another 50 megapixel telephoto camera with 5x optical zoom and 10x optical quality zoom, plus a 12 megapixel selfie camera. You also get new features like super steady video with horizon lock, basically the same feature that we've seen on action cameras. It's actually quite impressive because on the S26 Ultra, this feature is based on real-time gyro and accelerometer data. Of course, I tried to test it out. I mean, obviously, this wasn't the intended activity to test out this feature, but as you can see, it does maintain that horizon, and Samsung says that even with a full 360 degrees, it will maintain that horizon. Low light is also better on the S26 Ultra, no matter the focal length. Combination of brighter aperture and more accurate noise removal makes this happen. And finally, they're bringing their camera advancements to the selfie camera, a combination of enhanced AI that was previously used on the rear cameras that helps with texture and things like that, plus object-aware cutouts make sure that you have better selfies on this phone.
Whether it's on portrait mode or even on just the regular selfie camera.
Gotcha.
So on both, it looks really, really great. So all your selfies just look super nice and very true to life.
Perfect. You can also shoot video in 8K 30 FPS on this phone. Plus, there is now the auto framing feature in 4K. The S26 Ultra also supports APV, which is a video codec that allows for lossless video editing. Some new S26 Ultra features that are photo adjacent. We now get an upgraded photo assist features, which allows you to use AI to edit or fix existing photos with a simple prompt. For example, you can take a photo and simply tell the phone to change the backdrop to something specific like San Francisco. Okay, selfies are, ooh, yay!
Yeah.
You can even combine two photos. Like, I had the phone edit in this cap that I took a photo of, and I had it edit the photo so that I'm wearing that hat. Really cool. Ah,
It's
perfect.
and also adjusted for the shadows and lighting as well.
Yeah. You can even add parrots to shoulders of unsuspecting people. And with the new AI erase feature, because I did have a huge pimple when I shot this video, you can erase your big annoying pimple and give yourself a makeover. Just don't go overboard like we did. Another fun thing, there's a new Creative Studio app that allows you to make invites or visuals with templates. My favorite use case, generating custom sticker packs. So I had them make a sticker pack of a pink dog. All this done with a prompt, and then you can add this directly to your keyboard and use it on all your conversations.
Here you can actually create your own
Cute.
from a simple prompt. So what's your favorite animal?
Make a pink dog. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Perfect, that's so cute.
And then if you like all of these, what you do is you just hit save sticker set, and it actually saves down directly into your Samsung keyboard. So now on any, any messaging you go, your stickers are right there automatically within your keyboard.
Underrated feature, but one that I always use a lot, the document scanner has also been improved.
We'll get the whole focus here, take the picture, open up. You'll see it automatically refines the image. You don't have to worry about any wrinkles or anything.
Remember that AI audio erase feature from last year? Now you can run this feature with apps like YouTube or Instagram or Netflix, which is really cool because now you're not only making sure that audio you shoot is clear, you can also make sure that audio you're watching or listening to from other stuff is clear. With their new flagship phone, Samsung is still betting big on AI agents, and the name of the game this year, tweaks and improvements that may seem very incremental, but I imagine could be very, very useful. This new feature embedded in the Samsung keyboard provides suggestions based on context and what you're doing. So for example, if a friend messages you to ask for photos from, let's say, your last trip to Australia, this Now Nudge feature will nudge you to open your gallery and pull up photos that you took in Australia. And from here, you can just select and send. And there are many other use cases for this.
In this instance, a friend is asking us to make plans, right? Something that happens all the time. When we actually go to reply, you get a little animation. Now Nudge is gonna kick in and it's gonna show us information from our calendar that's useful in the moment. The message is about the 27th. When I view my calendar, it pops up on the 27th.
Samsung's Now Brief, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with if you watched last year's S25 series videos. That's also improved with more personalized updates based on how you use your phone. And even Circle to Search now will give you multiple options once you circle and search something. Another really cool thing that you can do with AI now is that you can interact with apps now. So things that you would do on your phone, you can literally just delegate to Gemini.
So I'm gonna show you automation feature with Gemini. Call in Uber for me to the San Francisco airport. But when it's ready, the notification will show up. There we go. And all you need to do is just confirm the card and choose your ride. That's it.
Finally, Bixby is also getting smarter.
Now you can open the app like so, or I created a shortcut using the long press side button. Let's try it. My eyes are getting sore from looking at screens all day. What should I do with my settings? So it instantly goes to the right tab for you to make those adjustments due to your needs. And you can toggle on and off like so without even going to your menu.
That's smart. Let's move on to the S26 and the S26 Plus because I want to quickly go over what's new with these two phones vis-a-vis what we just discussed with the S26 Ultra. So like I mentioned, all three phones, including the Ultra, now have a similar look. You can tell the difference, of course, in size. You get a 6.9-inch screen on the Ultra. The S26 Plus has a 6.7-inch screen, while the S26 has a 6.3-inch screen. Both the S26 and the S26 Plus have 3 rear cameras, 12 megapixel wide, a 50 megapixel main shooter, a 10 megapixel telephoto camera, and a 12 megapixel selfie camera. Both phones run on Exynos 2600, although a Qualcomm rep has mentioned that in some regions, the base S26 and S26 Plus will run on Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip. Still clarifying what regions these are. Now, both phones, the base S26 and the S26 Plus, has 12 GB RAM. However, the base S26 has a 128, 256, or 512 gig option, while the S26 Plus is available in 256 or 512 gig. It's only the S26 Ultra that has a 1 terabyte storage option. In terms of battery, the S26 reps a 4,300 milliampere battery, while the S26 Plus, of course, reps a bigger 4,900 milliampere battery. The S26 has 25-watt charging, while the S26 Plus has 45-watt fast charging. Both phones also come in cobalt violet, sky blue, black, and white with the same online exclusive colors. And you guys know what that means. You can also get the S26 and the S26 Plus in pink. We're also getting new buds. We're getting the Samsung Galaxy Buds 4 Pro, which I have here, and the Samsung Galaxy Buds 4. The buds have active noise cancellation, enhanced EQ, and a whole new design.
A few things that we've changed about the design right off the bat are the new transparent cradles. So you'll be able to quickly see if both your buds are securely stored. The other biggest change is the design of the actual Galaxy Bud. So here we have our new blade design. It features a nice sleek matte finish with premium metal materials. So when you wear them, has a nice little reflection, super subtle, super stylish. On the inside of the blade, we have an engraved area. So this is gonna be that nice tactile feeling to help with that pinch control. You'll use your index finger and your thumb, and that's also where you'll be using your index finger for the swipe controls for the volume. The other big difference between the Buds 4 Pro and the regular is that the 4 Pro come with the silicone ear tip. Right now we have the medium size on the earbud, but we also have a small and large silicone tip in the box when you get yours. This new design is also our most ergonomic. For the Buds 4 regular, we also made the head of the earbuds smaller to help with that comfortable fit for that long wear time. A couple other landmarks on our new transparent cradle are the LED light at the front that helps indicate your charging status. We also have the USB-C port plug in the back, our button to help pair our buds, and then it still supports the fast wireless charging.
And most importantly, aside from white and black, they also come in an online exclusive pink. And that was our first look at the Samsung S26 Ultra, the Samsung S26 Plus, and the Samsung S26. Of course, I will be doing more videos on these phones. Let me know what you want to see down in the comment box below. Most probably by the time you're watching this, I'm already working on my S26 Ultra vlog test, so stay tuned for that. That's it for today. I'm still busy making more content for you guys, so also let me know what your questions are. If you want to know how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's isadoes_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Till next time.